Hello everyone, welcome back to Uplatz. My name is Prithviraj. I'm a technical trainer with Uplatz. Welcome to brand new series on Django framework. In this session, we are going to see the introduction on Django framework. So first, let's understand what is this Django framework and why we need to use this Django framework in real-time applications. So coming to definition of what is Django framework. Django is a high-level Python web framework used to develop websites, and it is really easy to build a better web applications more quickly by writing minimum number of lines of code with Django framework. So it is very easy to learn this Django framework without worrying about different types of configurations and all. This Django framework provides built-in features for everything, including admin interface and default database, SQLite, etc. So we are least bothered about different types of things required to develop a website when it comes to Django framework. And to learn this Django framework, we need to have good knowledge on Python programming. So already if you are having good knowledge on Python programming, it's very easy to understand different types of things related to this Django framework. Next, let's see why we need to use this Django framework. Because of its simplicity, and it is going to provide us different types of applications, be it admin interface, related to session management, related to security. So we are going to get this kind of features from Django framework. And top MNCs like Instagram and different types of companies, YouTube, Bitbucket, Dropbox, all these companies are using Django framework in order to maintain their applications. And this is the easiest framework to learn, where we have rapid development, and anyone can learn this Django framework very easily. Thing is that if you people are already having knowledge on Python programming, so what we are going to learn in this Django framework at the end of our series of on Django framework, you people will be in a position to develop websites very easily. And in this series, I'm going to explain you all the concepts which are required for you to start developing your websites. We will be discussing about different types of configuration files related to Django framework. Moreover, we will be coming across HTML, CSS, and even we'll be coming across CSS library, which is called as a Bootstrap. I use Bootstrap version 4 in my series to demonstrate this front-end applications. So in Python, we already seen how to write functions. We already seen data structures like list, tuple, set, frozen set, and dict. So let me elaborate. So these are the things you need to have good understanding in Python, so that rest of the things you feel much easy in learning this Django framework. So in Python, we should have clarity on writing functions. So we have functions, we can have different types of functions. We have predefined functions and user defined functions available in Python. So to define this user defined function, we got a diff keyword introduced. So we got this diff keyword in order to define our user defined function. So the same function we are going to write, same user defined functions, once again we are going to write in Django framework. Next, and you should have idea on data structures like list, tuple, set, frozen set, and dict data type. So if you are having good knowledge on how to work with these data structures, different types of methods, then rest of the things are very easy. Next, we should also know how to work with this import statements, how to import a module, how to import only few parts of a module, how to import all the things from the module. This kind of things we need to have idea. Next, yeah, these are the things generally we come across in even in Django also. So if you have basic idea on all these things, if you have clear cut clarity on all these things in Python, then rest of the things we need to focus on configuration files, where to write this coding and all. Next, and you need to have idea on oops concept in Python. So in Python, generally we come across classes. What is a class? What is an object? And polymorphism, like overloading, overriding, overloading, and overriding. So next, so these are the things like class, object, polymorphism, and most important, inheritance. These are the things we are going to write in Django when it comes to views. So we have different types of views. Some are function based, some are class based. There we are going to use once again these concepts from Python programming. Next, what are the prerequisites to learn this Django framework? So to learn Django, what are the prerequisites? As I said, Python is mandatory. Next, HTML is required to write templates. CSS is required to decorate our page. Next, if you want faster web development, Bootstrap we can use. I'm using Bootstrap 4. So if you have knowledge, basic knowledge on certain predefined classes from Bootstrap, that's more than enough. We can start developing the site. Next, and if you have basic knowledge on database, whatever the database, almost commands are similar. Like if you consider relational database, if you are having good knowledge on MySQL, or if you are having knowledge on SQLite or SQL Server or PostgreSQL, so that's more than enough. Anyway, in my sessions, I'll give basic commands which are useful in the project development, like insert operation, select operation, delete operation, update operation, working with joins, selecting all the data from the table, applying some filtration, applying some sorting techniques, all the things I'm going to cover in my session. So if you are having basic idea, then it is very good. If you are not having any idea on this, no problem. I'll start from, even I'll explain some of the basic things from HTML, even from Bootstrap 4 and CSS. Before starting database programming, before making our website interacting with the database, I'll give clarity on some of the important SQL commands which are useful in the application development. So these are the prerequisites generally required in order to develop a website in Django environment. Next, so whenever we want to work with Django, we need to install Python software in our system, and the latest version of Python is 3.9.0. The official website of Python, http slash www.python.org. This is the official website of Python. From this we can get the software related to Python. Moreover, we can get updates from Python. So what is the latest version? We can go through the documentation to get much clarity on predefined classes, functions, etc. So before starting with Django, you need to install Python in your machine. Once you install Python in your machine, as a part of Python software installation, we get PIP tool. This is a tool which is really helpful in Python to download third-party libraries and softwares into our system. But make sure we need to have active internet connection in order to download this kind of things. Through this PIP tool, we can download Django into our system. Once the Python is installed in our system, if you want to check the version of Python installed in our system, we can use the command py space hyphen hyphen version. Just open command prompt and use the following command. Yes, let's open the command prompt and use the command py hyphen hyphen version. One second, this is hyphen hyphen. So this is the version of Python installed in my machine. 3.9, I'm using latest version. So let's visit the official website of Python, python.org. And from here you can see, if I go to this download section, you can find the latest version of Python, that is 3.9.0. Next, as a part of Python software installation, we get this PIP tool installed in our system. How to check the version of PIP installed in our machine? Open command prompt and use the following command pip hyphen hyphen version. So this is the version of PIP installed in my machine. I did not install this separately. Actually, I got this PIP tool as a part of Python software installation. All right. Next step, we need to download Django from. We need to download Django using PIP tool. So using this PIP tool, we can download this framework called as Django into our machine. And what is the latest version of Django and what is the official website of Django, we will see now. The official website of Django framework is www.djangoproject.com. This is the official website of Django, where we can get the documentation. At the same time, we can get the latest software or latest version of Django. Moreover, we can get certain examples related to Django. Let's quickly open that website, djangoproject.com. Yeah, this is the website. You can see the web framework for perfectionist with the deadlines. Django makes it easier to build better web apps more quickly and with less coding. Latest version 3.1.4. You can see download latest release 3.1.4. And if you want to look at the documentation, you can click on this documentation menu. If you want to download, just click on this download and we can see here how to download Django into our machine. Even here also We got PIP tool, PIP space install space Django double equal to version. So especially if you want to install a particular version of Django, then you can use this double equal to followed by version. But by default, Python will install latest version of Django that is available in the market. So let's try this once in my machine. Already Django is installed in my machine. Let's try this command once again. Pip install Django. Click enter. So it is showing requirements already satisfied. So let's check which version of Django is installed in my machine. Django-admin .py hyphen version, and here you can see 3.1.3 is the version of Django installed in my machine. And if you look at the latest version 3 point, yeah, go to overview 3.1.4, that is the latest. So if you want to install this 3.1.4, we can use pip install Django double equal to 3.1.4. Click enter. Latest version is now being installed in my machine. Existing framework is 3.1.3. It successfully uninstalled existing version of Django and started installing latest version. So here it started downloading that. Fine. Okay, this is the command to download Django into our system. So once we downloaded this Django software framework into our system, we can start developing applications in using Django. Next. So generally this Django follows MVT pattern. Generally in the market we have very famous architecture, very famous three-tier architecture MVC, model view controller. But Django is a bit different. It follows actually MVC. So M means represents model, V represents view, next T represents template. Okay. MVT. M means model, V means view, T means template. Generally, we take support of model classes or models to write persistence logic. In models, we write generally persistence logic. Persistence logic means the logic used to store some data permanently is called persistence logic. Next, view represents, that is a view layer. It represents business logic. Okay. Business logic means the main logic of the application is called business logic. Coming to T, template, it actually represents presentation logic. So presentation logic means the logic used to display some content to the end user in certain format, either using some HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, combination of all these things. We present some user interface to the end user to perform desired operations. So this is the architecture followed by Django. If you are having clear-cut idea on this architecture, then rest of the things are very easy to understand, because this complete Django framework will rotate over this MVT architecture, model view template. In our upcoming sessions, I will give clarity on what is MVT architecture, which things are best fit in which layer of MVT. Three different layers are available: model, view, and template. Model represents persistence logic, where we have where we write classes representing the tables in the database. Business logic, which is nothing but the main logic of the application. And we got template, nothing but presentation logic, where we write different user interfaces, where we write the logic to display some user interface or to display some content to the end user. Next, whenever we install Django in our machine, yeah, successfully installed Django 3.1.4. Whenever we install Django, what we are going to get as a part of Django software installation, we are going to get a lightweight server. So this server is very important, especially in web applications. Whenever we want to run any web application, if you want to manage the complete web application, on the other hand, a server is required. The main responsibility of a server is to listen to the client request continuously. It will take the request from the client. Here, client means nothing but the user of the system who is using that particular website. He is called as a client. Whenever client is sending a request, on the other hand, server will continuously start listening to the client request. So it will take the client generated HTTP request, forward the request to appropriate web resource program of that particular project that is deployed in the server, receives the content from the web resource program, send a response back to the client. This is generally responsibility of a server. We get lightweight server as a part of Django installation. Next, and this server will automatically restart whenever we do any changes in our coding. That is one important and plus point. Next, coming to database, we get built-in database SQLite, which is a small database, and commands are also very much similar like other databases like MySQL, PostgreSQL, and all. So this SQLite database we are going to get as a part of Django framework installation. So no need to once again install heavyweight softwares like MySQL, Oracle, and all. So even I'm going with the SQLite only to demonstrate applications, to demonstrate web applications interacting with backend database to perform different types of operations. So these are the things we are going to get as a part of Django software, Django framework installation. So in our next sessions, in our upcoming sessions, I will explain the remaining things like what is MVT architecture and the flow. Moreover, I will show you how to start creating a project using Django framework. So, and we will also see rest of the things related to Django. So, coming to design philosophies, it is loosely coupled. The main aim of Django is to make the elements independent of each other. Django aims to make each element of its stack independent of others. Less coding, even the coding is very less. No need to write huge number of lines of code like what we do in Java and in other frameworks and languages. No need to write a huge number of lines of code. By writing minimum number of lines of code like how we do in Python, the same thing, less code, so in turn a quick development. Next principle, don't repeat yourself. Everything should be developed only in exactly one place instead of repeating it again and again. So we don't have the problem of boilerplate code related to designing the application. No need to repeat the logics again and again. We write in one central place. We will utilize that logics. Fast development. So really it is very easy, and our application development time is very less when it comes to Django. Clean design. So Django strictly maintains a clean design throughout its own code and makes it easy to follow best web development practices. These are the some of the important design philosophies of Django. So coming to advantages, we have ORM support, object relational mapping. Actually, ORM is one of the software or tool which will allows us to transfer the data between application and database in the form of object, and we can develop persistence logic as a database independent logic. Example, we are working with MySQL database. Suddenly in the middle of the project we changed the database, so no problem. This ORM software will take care of all the necessary configurations. Thing is that we just need to provide the underlying database details. So that is the main important advantage of ORM. So this is actually a new thing in Django. Even in other frameworks also, we have different types of ORM frameworks available in market, like a Hibernate, Ibetis, Toplink, OJB, JDO, like this. So it actually Django provides a bridge between data model and database engine, and supports a large set of database systems like MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, etc. Next, multilingual support. Through Django, we can make our website supporting different types of languages. Like the way we can view Google in different languages, like the way we can view Facebook in different languages. That kind of built-in support is available in Django. Moreover, Django has a built-in support for Ajax, asynchronous JavaScript and XML, RSS, caching mechanism, and various other frameworks. Administration GUI. Django provides a nice, ready to use user interface for administrative activities, where we can monitor the number of users for our website. We can monitor, we can give access permissions for certain users. We can create a groups. We can also monitor different types of tables, different types of things under each and every application in the Django project. Django comes with a lightweight web server, which we already discussed, to facilitate end-to-end application development and testing. Overall, we are mainly focusing on application development rather than worrying about different types of configurations in Django. So this and all we will discuss in detail in our upcoming sessions. So thank you very much. Catch you in the next session.